Something warm and hearty. The weather's changing, isn't it?
Isn't it?
We need something easy.
We need something that's going to speak to our emotions.
Oh,
so a comfort korma. I love this dish. It's a really quick korma, but it tells a real story about what's happened to Indian food in this country. So when we started cooking for the British, when we came over in the 1700s, that was a time when cream was a big part of kind of classical food culture. Oh, and so lots of the dishes in Indian restaurants will have cream in them. In my restaurants, there's a ban on cream. In India and in homes, what we use is in fact yogurt, or we call it curds. It's one of the most beloved ingredients. So this really quick korma is not just quick, it's extremely healthy. Touch of oil in a pan. Whenever you are cooking a meat curry, there's a mantra we have to learn. It's onion, ginger, garlic. You've got to get some in your house, freeze it if you need to, but those are the 3 starter ingredients for any meat curry. Onion, ginger, garlic, as much as you can be bothered to chop. Right. Honestly, my father used to have me do it, so of course we'd have a Rumpelstiltskin pile of them. OK, onion, ginger, garlic. I've browned some off in the pan just because that's the longest part of the cook. It's about, you know, it's a good 6-7 minutes. And then in with chicken. So this is where it gets very, very brisk. I'm going to just start throwing the ingredients in at this stage. As soon as the chicken's browned a little bit, remember all of my curries, only 3 spices.
I know.
Do you remember?
I do, yeah.
Turmeric, chilli, mother and father of all curries. So turmeric for that earthy undertone takes you to Indian soil. Chilli for just the tiniest bit of warmth, not heat. And this is the main meat spice. So every week I come on and I bring you a seed spice. Those are vegetable spices. The difference between the seed spices and the powdered spices is the powdered spices work best with meats because they penetrate quickly.
OK, that makes sense.
This is garam masala. And what I'm going to do is throw quite a bit in.
Oh, yeah, that's
but
generous.
Can you see? Yeah. So be brave and be generous because next time you can pull back. This is all about experimenting and tweaking it yourself.
Right.
So garam masala is kind of the Indian curry powder. There's no such thing as curry powder in India. I always say that curry powder to curry is what Dr. Seuss is to medicine. It's got nothing to do with curry. We have no concept of what that stuff is. What we do have is garam masala, which is a blend of about 20 really potent aromatic spices. So can you see 3 spices? There's not an awful lot going on this worktop. As that meat browns, we go in with our beloved yoghurt. So instead of cream, this is what's going to give this dish that kind of heft and that gentle softness. And I've not put an awful lot in. That is, in fact, low-fat creme fraiche.
Right. Okay.
So low-fat creme fraiche.
It's good. It's very, very healthy.
It really is, yeah. So you can have this every day of the week. If you're a korma fan, you do not need to think about your arteries. You can just get this into a pan. And what we use to loosen a dish like this is just a bit of water. So I'm not, again, you're not adding any more dairy or anything like that. Water to loosen it. And you're going to simmer that till it's done. And this is what you end up with.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm finishing with my seasoning. Remember, we don't use salt and pepper. We use salt and we use a little bit of sugar. We think about the sweetness to the tongue. Kormas, kormas are quite sweet. This is a dish that my auntie and my mum used to cook. They were full-time doctors. And so they'd come in, and within minutes, you've got to feed the hungry hordes, and this was their shortcut version.
But this makes sense.
Yeah. And I put a bit of, ground almond in. This is just kind of a luxurious edge that it adds. You don't need to.
Right.
But it just gives it a little bit more texture.
Right.
So can you see it's literally thrown? As soon as that chicken is cooked...
It's amazing. So fast.
You get to this stage.
Yeah.
And it's just so important, I think, that we, this is how we cook in homes. We need to get away from the idea that Indian food is this heavy, cloying, 3 o'clock in the morning kind of fare.
For sure.
Yeah, this I think everyone should have in their repertoire, and that's why I was quite keen to do it. And we're at the stage where we can plate.
Excellent. So I love curry for breakfast.
I'm really glad you do. You're such a joy to cook for, Lorraine, honestly.
I know, I'm a gannet. I just love my grub. I love it. It's just great.
But it's great because the studio, can you smell it? I felt quite apologetic.
No.
Yeah.
It's great.
OK, just put a little bit on that. And garnish with a tiny bit of coriander.
Yum, 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 yum.
Or spring onion if you don't have coriander.
And you can use whatever rice you want, can't you?
You can. You could add bananas to that korma. You could add lychees to that korma. You could really upset the neighbours. But, this is where you can really play with it and have some fun in the kitchen.
This is brilliant.
Oh, I'm really glad you like it.
Absolutely love it. But you're right, it's not heavy at all.
No. Tiny bit of oil. We don't have any ghee or butter.
No.
In our restaurants, there is no need. It's got to be very, very light.
Oh, that is amazing. Don't let anybody near that. That's mine.
I'll finish this bit here.
Mine, all mine. Brilliant. Thank you so, so much.